Hi, I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to another episode of Adventure Athlete. Today I'm going to answer some of the questions that I've got on my 2015 GMC Canyon SLT overland build. So let's get to it. First of all, I installed the BDS 5.5-inch lift. And let's see if I can get down here and you can kind of see that. Here's the ground clearance we have under the truck. I'm running 35x12.5x17 Wild Peak MT tires. I really like these tires. I've had BF Goodrich, I've had Goodyear. These go down the road extremely quiet. On off-road, they work really well because they have the siping in it, and it really seems to stick real well on rocks. Right now I'm on the Mojave Road. I'm about 70 miles into my journey on the Mojave Road, and I haven't even aired down yet. I haven't got my dual compressor that's under the hood set up. I got my steps on, and they actually are air tanks that you can see I have plumbed fitting in there, and that's going to run my ARB in the back. And then I'll be able to inflate and deflate tires as I go down the, not going down the road, but stopping and using those as air tanks. Doing the math, it's about 7 gallons, both sides, they're connected. Back to my tire and wheel package. The rims are Monster M10, 17x9 on a 0 offset. And I am running a 35/12.5/17. And you can see how I've trimmed the fender well here. Some of this front plate is moved off. So far, so good. No rubbing. In the back, you can see here that I trimmed the body mount and then welded in these new plates right here with a little bit of access to the nut. I got to be honest, if I had to really change a body mount, I'd probably have to cut that off and redo it, and hopefully that's showing up well. But super happy with it. No rubbing. I did cycle it with the strut out, or coil over, whatever you'd like to call it. On my lift, I did the cheap version. I did not opt for the Fox coilovers in there. And I'm still happy with that choice. At some point in time, when I have an extra $1,200-1,500, then I may opt to go with those. But this rig right now, this is my last camp trip. Headed home. I'll be home tonight, and I'm looking forward to transforming this into more of an expedition build. I just hate setting up a tent every day, and if you can kind of notice, it's breezy today out in the desert. 50% of the time in the springtime that I camp out, have an event, whatever, it's windy, and man, that just gets old. So this is going to be a cab over expedition mount camper. The bed's sold. I have not sold the tent or the little camper shell basically that I built for it. It's out of 2-inch 120 wall DOM that I had left over from a project, and I'm going to be taking my awning with me, the roto packs with me, the mounts. But if somebody has a Canyon or Colorado, you're interested in it, hit me up in the comments, and we'll see if we can come to a agreement on a price, and you can come pick it up. Basically around here, some of you that are slick and been watching my other video, you notice that my Snowmaster refrigerator is gone, and most of my camping stuff is out of it. I still have the 2 boxes left, and that's about it. This was kind of an impromptu trip. I always carry food and water with me in the boxes and inside, so I just went with what I had on this trip. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys are getting what you wanted to see out of this. Just a quick reminder, I'm running 200 watts of solar on the top racks. I'm going to be upgrading to 300 and then a 200 amp hour battery from Renogy. But that's basically the truck. 32,000 miles on the truck right now. I just got off of a 9-day trip through California, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah. We went and saw Gooseberry Mesa, Bryce, gosh, what else was there? Zion, a couple back roads by the Grand Canyon, and then loop back around to Telephone Cove out in Nevada, and I did some kayaking. Really good. As far as reliability of this truck, outstanding. I'm super happy with it. I would buy it again. On that trip, I averaged 14.6. That was up and down mountains on cruise control. Most of the time I was driving at 73, but there's some places in Utah that the speed limit's 80, so I was doing 81. I do notice that my gas mileage goes down dramatically after 55. At 55 on flat road, I still get 25 miles a gallon reading on the dash on an average. I know some people feel that's hard to believe, but it is what it is. When this truck was 100% bone stock, the best I got on it was 27.2, driving the 40 from basically Barstow out to Bullhead City. When I put a rooftop tent on the original racks, I lost 4 miles a gallon from aerodynamics. Stock wheels, everything, no other changes other than putting the tent on top. So I tried to put the tent a little lower and further back. If I had to do this over again, the front of the solar panel I would put at a rake off the windshield. I wouldn't use the front rack. I would just use some 3M very high bond tape and tape that down and call that a day. I think that would actually help probably a couple miles a gallon for aerodynamic wise. But once again, this is the last time you're going to see this in this configuration. Super excited about building the Expedition camper. Have a little place to sit inside, the Snowmaster, place to cook, a place to sleep, porta potty. I'm going to do all of that. I'm going to extend the bed. Right now is a 5-foot bed. I'm going to try to do about 7.5, no more than 8 feet. Really worried about the way it's going to look because I think this truck looks wonderful right now how it is. So that's it right now. If you happen to like this type of thing, like and subscribe. I am going to shoot a video of the previous day's progress on the Expedition build, so you'll kind of see exactly how I'm doing that. And if something like that interests you, I may do something like that in the future for someone else, maybe as a business venture. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out and how it works. That's going to be it for now. I'm Tim Roble. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit like and subscribe if you like this. Enjoy the comments, and try to get back to you the same day now that I'm trying to answer stuff on my phone. Some places I go, I don't have service. Last night's camping, I had 0 service, which kind of sucked. But it is what it is, and sometimes it's nice just to disconnect. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you here next time.